Hey, welcome to the podcast. It's Friday.
We've got lots of goodies.
So here's what you can look forward to. We talk about soda, Death Road to Canada. You need soda on the Death Road to Canada.
It's necessity.
Stopping in, get yourself a little something to drink because it's a long Death Road to Canada.
What we talk a lot about is for Death Road to Canada, Obi played that yesterday for Obadiah Plays. So that is posted up through our Radio U and Radio U Riot Facebook pages and also our Radio U Riot YouTube channel.
All right. Also, which set of superheroes do we want to be at Nikki's birthday party? Krispy Kreme, Blade Runner, RVs, and South Korean snacks.
We do a Riot Food Fight. Our last one was Denmark, and this one was South Korea. Which one did you like better?
You mean of the foods
two
that we tried?
Yeah.
Oh, the South Korean stuff.
Mostly because it's a lot more.
It was like fruity and candy. And,
yeah. The Denmark stuff was more real.
It was like food. The real stuff.
So that is also posted if you go to our Radio U Riot YouTube channel for our Riot Food Fight. You can catch up on all of ours.
Okay, so you guys have a fantastic weekend, and Nikki and I will be counting the hours.
Until we talk again. Because we miss you already.
It's the Riot.
Bye.
My favorite part of the worst of the Riot, when they shut up and the music starts. It's the worst of the Riot on Radio U.
For the last, do I want to say 24 hours? Maybe it's been less than that. I've been experiencing what I think a lot of you are experiencing, and I think it's happening, I don't know, like we're connected in some weird way, and, I'm going to blame you, okay? I blame you, yeah. And I'll tell you why. Because I have been Diet Coke, Diet Mountain Dew free for 6 months, right?
Since middle of last summer.
More than 6 months, whatever. And yesterday, pretty much every time my mind went to neutral, there's a 2-liter of Diet Coke in our fridge here at the station.
Which is not yours, right? It's someone else's, but whose is it?
I think it might be, when's the last time we had like a meeting or something? I think it, for real, might be left over from that.
From November?
Because there's a Pepsi in there, too, that is nobody's.
No one's wanting that.
Yeah.
But I think everybody's assuming it's someone else's, so no one wants to drink it. We're afraid to.
Oh, no,
Even though there's no name on it.
I think it's public consumption. Like, I'm all but certain that is that and that Pepsi are both left over from, I believe, a meeting that we had in it was actually November 9th was when we had that meeting. I believe that to be the November 9th soda. So 2 months later.
I feel we could take care of it. We could do something with it.
Drink it.
We could drink it.
If you want to.
But again, no one wants to because I think they assume it's someone else's.
Actually, that's not true. I know someone who wants to.
You do.
I want it. I want it bad.
Back?
I want it bad. Now, what I think it is, honestly, I think it is your brain is a dopamine junkie and it's looking for a hit. And that's what I think. I think my brain is looking for something, anything to, this sounds pathetic when you say it this way, but feel good. Like I'm looking for a little wouldn't that be great if we blank? Like, come on,
And normally in January, this is the hardest time when your body's really wanting that.
And so it's like out of nowhere, really out of nowhere, that. And so this morning on my way in, I was so close to just going old school, stopping at McDonald's, getting myself a big breakfast sandwich and a soda. I was like, man, do you know the happiness you could unlock in your life if you would just stop with these arbitrary restrictions and get what you need?
Your brain would be firing all morning long. I think if you decide to have it down the road, it's not a bad thing, but this would not be the day to have it to be an answer to those feelings.
No, it's all wrong. And
just not right.
In general, I really do feel better without it. I'm not as tired. Man, the ups and downs. Like, I don't have the ups and downs that I used to have where I would be like, wah! And then 20 minutes later, laying on the floor like, I'm going to die. I have to have more. I'm going to die. Like, I'm out of that.
Sure.
I don't want to go back to that. But boy, I just want...
Looks good, doesn't it?
Just some sips, feel the bubbly. That breakfast sandwich sounds good, too.
Well, now that you could have just said yes to. That's not a soda.
I know. You know what kept me from doing it? There were a bunch of cops in the parking lot. I was like, well, you know what?
Afraid they're going to pick you up or something?
No, but I just felt like this is good. I won't be tempted by the soda, and I'll skip
They'll protect you.
The sandwich.
The Riot's future, 2 words. Goat Farm. Radio U.
I yesterday did an Obadiah Plays, which will be on our YouTube channel in about 15 minutes.
Whenever it decides to finish uploading.
But it is also right now on our Facebook page, Radio U and Radio U Riot. So if you want to see me playing Death Road to Canada, you'll notice that, when I played American Truck Simulator, that was for about 2.5 hours. I played Stardew Valley, that was for about 2.5 hours.
You've been usually hitting that 2-hour mark.
Death Road to Canada, about 45 or 50 minutes.
That was it?
Yeah.
Was that bad or boring?
Well, you know what? I didn't think about it very much, but it's a phone game. Now, it's a phone game that I can play on my Android console that I have at home. It's an NVIDIA Shield, so I've got a controller and all that kind of stuff. But you can play it on your iOS or Android device, and it's a game that's meant to be played in kind of small chunks. So I did, I think, 3 tries at getting to Canada. Didn't make it, by the way. And I really got to a point where I was like, you know what? I
just don't want to play anymore.
I just don't really like this game very much. It's not bad, and I think in a small setting, you would be like, oh, yeah, this is great. But, sitting there playing it for, 3 hours? No.
You should have switched over and gone back to Stardew Valley.
Oh, I could have.
But all right, guys, we're now finishing up our Obadiah Plays.
Let's get back to what I really wanted to play. Then, again, you got to take it in stride, and be fair to the game, because Death Road to Canada is meant to be played in small chunks. Yeah, Stardew Valley is meant to be played for years.
There is a difference between the style of games.
Yeah.
And some you wouldn't want to sit and spend a long, long time on.
But I will tell you, I laughed and had a great time with Death Road to Canada, because at one point, you start out with 2 guys, and both, I had both my guys, and then we encountered a dog. And I was like, well, we should eat the dog because we're hungry. But we couldn't eat the dog. We could either ignore him or let it come with us. So I was like, well, I'll just
bring the dog with you.
Let's let him come with us. And he's apparently supposed to help us find food. Well, we ended up getting stuck in these zombie tunnels, and the zombies ate my 2 main guys, and the dog lived. And I was like, well, this doesn't matter. It's over. The dog gets into the car, figures out how to drive it, and drives off.
Does he save you, or does he drive off without you?
Oh, no. My other guys were dead, but the dog became the main character.
So I'm glad you brought him along with you.
So then the dog encountered a knight. A knight became my main character for a while. Then she left, thanks a lot, and that was Knight, Knight. And then my dog, we went for a long time, and I thought, just out of nowhere, we were going to actually make it. Car broke down, and we found the car from Dumb and Dumber. The big dog. That thing. So the dog's driving the dog car, and that was great, and everything was fine. And then
it's a zombie game where you're literally trying to get to Canada.
And then I can't remember what happened, but we found this thing on the side of the road, and you go in, and you find a skeleton that has a chainsaw for a hand. And they have a machine in there that will give you a chainsaw for a hand, and it ended up killing the dog.
Aw, and then you just couldn't make it anymore? You're just done?
That was the end. And I was like, I can't start over.
We're done.
I'm ready.
Done with you.
I'm ready to wrap it up. But if you want to...
Still seems fun.
I think it's a very interesting game. Maybe I just wasn't in the right mood. But you can catch the stream and see that firsthand what we're talking about. But that game's also out on the PC, iOS, and Android. So if you wanted to put it on your phone and hide in the bathroom today...
That's the type of game it is.
That's something you could do. Not that I advocate it. I didn't say that.
Again, for Obadiah Plays, that's up at Radio U Riot on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, too.
Yes.
The worst of the riot has no expiration date. It's born spoiled. It's the Riot on Radio U.
Nikki, could you do me a favor and open up your calendar?
Yeah.
I want to talk about a date with you.
Yeah,
not a date.
Not a date.
It's not a date. It's not like that.
A date on the calendar.
Though I will say
we can have a friend date.
I really enjoyed going on your and Eric's Valentine's Day date last year.
Oh, are we going to do that again?
I'll call my dad.
Obi and his dad went with Eric and me, and we went and saw a movie on Valentine's. I think it was very cute.
It's not weird.
It wasn't like it was just that's when the movie happened to come out.
It just happened to be. You don't have to. It's fine.
Was it weird?
No, it wasn't.
It was fun.
Except that Nikki all of a sudden insisted in sitting by me.
I couldn't stand sitting next to the lady who was next to me.
It was chewing funny?
No, she had the lollipop, the sucker.
Even worse.
I couldn't stand it. And the guy on the other side of her, they weren't together. We made eye contact, and he was like, what? He couldn't stand her either, but he couldn't go anywhere.
He was stuck.
I could, though.
Yeah, so she made Eric sit next to the lollipop
that
lady.
sounds don't bother him. It's fine.
What is that? What's that condition you have? What do they call that?
Life.
No, there's
there is a
word
term.
For it. Miss. We'll look it up later.
Miss
but
something phobia.
Misophonia, I think it might be.
Something.
Maybe don't Google that. We'll look into it. Don't worry. But, okay, you got your calendar out?
Yes, I do.
Okay, March 13th.
March 13th. Yes, I'm looking at it.
Any plans?
Well, we have something planned that day.
Right, we're working, but
we're working on that day. But outside of that, no.
All right, what do you say, you and me, Justice League party?
Justice League?
Yeah, we'll have a Justice League party.
Oh, is that hasn't come out yet, or did that come out? Or?
No, it's coming out on Blu-ray that day. That's the one.
Blu-ray. Okay, that's the one that had all of them together.
All the heroes together.
Yes.
Joined together in harmony.
Is that when it comes out? They come out on Tuesdays now for...
Yeah, movies still do Tuesdays. I will tell you, if you don't want to wait and you're thinking to yourself, I'd really like to recreate... that moment with Eric and me and my dad.
And your dad, we have a late Valentine's party.
We don't have to, because on February 13th, they are releasing it digitally.
Yeah, that's normally what happens nowadays.
So a whole month early, you could buy it digitally.
Well, what comes out in theaters on Valentine's?
Black Panther.
Okay. I don't know if I want to see that.
Why not?
Well, I might just for the fun of it if we continue the Valentine's tradition.
Well, yeah. I mean, just hanging out.
Well, Valentine's on a Wednesday this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Wednesday. So think about that. We could have a Valentine's lunch party where we order in pizza and then we just watch Justice League.
Great.
And, of course, we'll all be napping.
Okay. And that's our day that day.
And it's not the pizza.
It's the movie.
What I think is really funny is, everybody complained about Batman v Superman being so dark and all this kind of stuff. The promo images for the digital and Blu-ray releases are so oversaturated with color that they're like, look at the color! Look at it! Look at the color! It's so colorful!
Now,
we are going to burn color into your retina!
I don't really care about Justice League as much, but if you could tell me when Thor's coming out, because I still want to watch that again.
Actually, I think it...
Because it should be around that time.
They release, let's see.
That's the party I want to have.
All right, well, let's look. Let's find out, because it is around the same time.
They always say you can still pre-order, but no one's put a date down to it.
No. They announced it the other day, but because we had already talked... Oh, could this take any longer?
It's fine. We got all morning, guys. We got all day. No one else is doing anything fun.
Listen, you just give me a minute, all right? This thing is taking forever.
We'll just hang out. Are you just looking on Amazon, or what are you doing?
Look, don't be like that.
How long
don't
does it take?
Don't make it about me when I'm sitting here waiting for the website to show up. February 20th.
Hello, day after my birthday.
All right. Oh, crap. Guys, don't forget Nikki's birthday. Oh, my gosh. Let's not forget it, all right? So, you know what? Take back Space Camp, which you still haven't done, and put your pre-order in for Thor.
Okay. I can do that.
Wish the worst of the riot would never end?
Everything that has a beginning has an end.
What is wrong with you? Get our daily podcast through iTunes, Google Play, or the Radio U app.
Krispy Kreme is, well, they're making a lot of mistakes. First off, did you know if you go in when the hot light's on, you can't get a free donut anymore?
What do you mean?
They're the company that, every time somebody sneezes, they're like, free donut!
Yeah. Which,
not anymore.
I mean, no one's complaining about, but...
Didn't work out, Nikki.
Okay, so when the hot light used to be on, you could go, and then if you walked in and said, hey, the hot light's on...
They'll give you a donut.
You would get a free donut?
Yeah.
But not anymore?
No, not anymore.
Well, that's a sign of the times, isn't it? Just things are changing.
Going downhill. I thought the economy was booming.
Now it must be bad.
Now they're making us pay for the donuts? It's all falling apart. Wouldn't you love to have a donut right now?
Sure. Now, we do have a delicious box of items that we're going to be taste testing soon.
Oh, right.
So we have stuff.
Wouldn't you like to have a donut later?
Okay, that's better.
Okay. So they're asking also, in the middle of all of this, January 16th through the 22nd. So now you can go to their website and vote on a new donut flavor.
Krispy Kreme flavor?
Mm-hmm.
What's the choices?
Donut McDonut face. No, that's not it.
It's just a joke.
Yeah.
Do you have any options?
I'm sorry. Went for the low-hanging fruit, lowbrow joke, and your response is, hey, everybody, it's a joke. Now is the time when you laugh.
In case they forgot about that from last year. No, is there actually any donut flavors?
We're all alone on this mud ball called Earth. Might as well have a chuckle as we begin our slow march to the grave. Oh, sorry. We've got blueberry, caramel, maple, or lemon. Oh, gosh.
Hey, easy there. Okay, some of us in this room like lemon. Like those little lemon square bars?
No, wrong.
Come on.
Wrong.
Why does it sound like, what are those, the punchki flavors? They all sound like that.
They actually do, you're right.
And that's the upcoming season of that.
Now, I appreciate the fact that Krispy Kreme is trying because they're like, hey, we saw what they do, like them Lay's tater chips. They have them taste tests. Let's do something like that.
But these aren't any weird flavors. I actually thought they would have had those flavors already.
I know.
But
these
I
are
guess
just
not.
donut flavors. They need something that really grabs you, like peanut butter your face off. You know, something that...
With some name to it, some meat.
Some bite.
Yeah.
Like blueberry or die.
Like a lemon wasabi. Something where you're combining all these weird flavors.
Caramel or something. I'm not very creative today. Just leave me alone.
Okay. Well, can I go ahead and go home then, if that's the case?
No, I need you to do the show. I'm the one that has to go.
So you can go and vote on if you like one of those flavors.
Yeah, they want you to go to voteforglaze.com and then vote for Glaze. So
like a vote for days sort of thing.
Yeah, you know what I want? I just want a donut now. Could we invite anybody in that would bring us a donut?
We don't have anybody scheduled for today. Chris may be on his way in. Chris!
Oh, don't ask Chris.
You want to pull a wire and pretend like something broke and then he has to come in? And
Chris he's not eating anything right now. And if we ask him to get us donuts and he can't have any...
He's going to be grumpy?
He's just going to unplug the radio station, period.
It's the worst of the riot, because calling it the best of the riot would be a lie. Radio U.
I want to say what's up to Igor. He hit me up on Twitter not long ago and showed me something that... I missed it. Maybe you didn't miss it. Did you see Oreo's subscription box?
The box service. Everybody sent that to us. Everybody. How have you missed it? It's been everywhere.
I seriously...
You haven't seen it at all?
I haven't seen it at all.
Everybody has sent that saying, why don't we sign up for it?
I see here the earliest indication I see about it that this is 7 days old.
Yeah.
Okay, so how have I lived in America
with 7 days
in this room for 7 days and I haven't heard about this?
People have been messaging us and you just maybe
missed it.
You
must be getting the messages because this is the first time I've seen it.
It would be something that would be nice. You basically sign up for an Oreo box, like, beauty boxes or Loot Crate or something. You're signing up for an Oreo version.
What a huge disappointment that is when they do the breakdown. It's $20 a month.
Which is a lot.
That is a lot. You get, and I love this. This is NBC's breakdown. They're like, all right, Oreo products can cost up to $6 at many stores.
Well, also, if you're buying them on Amazon and they're the new flavors, they do charge more than if you were to find it in stores. The problem, you can't always find it in stores.
As I understand it, you would be getting like a new flavor and maybe like a new flavor and just straight Oreos. Then you're going to get a recipe card.
Okay, that we don't need.
Yeah, recipes are so hard to find these days. I mean, when you go on the internet, you type in recipe and there are none.
It's not going to be for the real thing, the real Oreo.
And an Oreo-inspired gift, like a hat or shirt
that
or
might be
mug.
Fun, like a little merchandise item. Probably not, but could be cute.
I don't need Oreo crap piling up, okay? Like, yeah, come on over to my desk and I'll take you on a tour of my little Oreo museum because the brand is so popular to me.
You don't do a subscription box still, do you?
No, I do not.
I do one beauty one, and so what you have is so many little sample size items because you just are like, well, maybe I'll get to it and try it one day, but you never end up, so it can be a waste.
Yeah, no, I would love to subscribe to Loot Crate, but really it's $20 for somebody to send me crap. And it's crap.
Trying to get away from
It's
that.
crap I like, and I love clutter. I want clutter everywhere, especially nerdy clutter. I want it, but you got to cut it off at the choke point.
Well, now you can have Oreo clutter.
I don't want Oreo clutter. I don't want an Oreo mug. I don't want an Oreo statue. I don't want an Oreo book. I don't want an Oreo anything. So sorry, Oreo. You're great people.
But we look forward to trying the new flavors each time they come out.
And thank you to Igor and everybody else who apparently I missed your sending in the Oreo subscription box. I am embarrassed that I'm this far behind. How does this happen? Sometimes, Nikki, sometimes even the best, which is not me, but sometimes even the
Things slip through.
somewhat okay at what they do people miss even the most obvious things.
The Riot spent their entire advertising and promotion budget on catering and craft services.
The junk that guy eats has finally caught up with you.
So please tell your friends. It's The Riot on Radio U.
And I'll have the number 8. That's a party platter. It serves 12 people. I know what I'm about, son.
The Riot. Food fight.
Well, it's time.
We did Denmark last time.
We did. The Riot's going international, baby.
So now we're going to South Korea. Katie was super, super kind to send us a box of goodies when she had a trip there.
And Nikki, I feel like it's important for us to read the card because that's what you're supposed to do before you open the gift.
Well, if you send us a postcard, we will read it.
Dear Obadiah and Nikki, I was recently in South Korea and thought you might like to try some of the interesting treats I found there. Since it's mostly in Korean, some are mystery items even to me, but hey, it'll give you a break from yet another Oreo flavor. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for putting on a great show. Signed, a longtime fan, Katie.
Oh, thank you, Katie.
P.S. The Kit Kats are for Obadiah.
No, I don't think that's what the note says. I think they're for me.
Well, guys, it's right there. You saw
Does it not? Stop. But there's just a bag of Kit Kats, the green tea ones, which are my favorite.
Which she got for me, which is awesome. I think she wanted you to envy me more than you normally do.
Sure. She wants to put me in my place.
I didn't say that.
Is
You
that
said
it?
That. I didn't say that.
Well, what do
said
you want to try first?
What do you want to try first? Why don't we start with these the cool peach delicious jellies?
I think that's good. The one item that kind of doesn't necessarily match with everything else is it's a milk and cheese like stick thing that they have for snacks. So this is it looks just like jellies.
Hey, if you didn't catch it, we are live on Facebook now, so you can go to facebook.com/RadioU.
Yes. Good morning, Michelle. Thank you for joining us. Oh yeah, these just are little peach.
You know what? Let me tell you.
Oh, they're pretty hard.
I'll tell you what they smell like.
Good luck.
Glade.
Good luck getting into that. It does smell a bit like an air freshener. Not bad, but like a candle, an air freshener candle.
How are we supposed to eat that?
Do you think they're always that hard to chew, or is it just maybe traveling?
No.
These are good till 2019.
Those are sealed up, ma'am.
This is a hearty gummy. A very hearty gummy.
I don't like my gummies like that.
You don't?
No, I like gummies that feel like they were meant for people with no teeth. You just kind of put it in and it gushes. I like
This
a
seems
gusher.
a bit like, the vitamin where it makes it tougher, but it's not. It's a vitamin.
It's still a gummy.
But the flavor is very good. Peach is very good.
Okay, so look, what else you got here? We got this. We have no idea. Did you Google translate that?
Couldn't figure out what it is.
No? All right.
But if you look on the back, it's got a chocolate or a hazelnut and then a little pitcher of milk. So I figured we're in the wheelhouse of what we normally like.
What do you think that means?
South Korean flavors. It's like probably an M&M, maybe a hazelnut.
You know what? It does smell
Why
like
must you
hazelnut.
cough every time we eat?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, that is a chocolate hazelnut, maybe. Yeah. Okay, now to go with a peach gummy that we just had.
It's like a Nutella.
But they're just like little normal M&Ms, little tiny ones. What do you think?
It tastes like an M&M with a flavor I can't identify. Mostly just like an M&M.
Probably just a plain one. Yeah.
Remember, it's made with real sugar because it's not from here.
Which means we got to pace ourselves. Pace
do
yourselves.
Do
Those
not.
are good, but just like with M&Ms here, we really like peanut M&Ms better.
All right, so I got two things left, except have you given any thought to how we're supposed to open this thing?
Do you have a knife on you?
No.
I have scissors.
I don't.
Scissors?
I'm not Eric. I don't carry a knife in my pocket just in case.
Can you just cut the end of it?
Well,
So this is
let's find out.
in my my Korean drama.
Whatever that is, it just flew up.
It's the top of it. I have seen this a lot. They have
It's
it
squeezing out.
You can have it as like a snack, and it's it looks like a long stick, like a cigar, but it's a milk and cheese flavor.
It's like a It's a cheese hot
It's
dog.
like soft tofu. Kind of looks like that.
It smells so bad.
Whoa! It's like a.
It smells like fish.
It's like a cheese stick. I don't think there's fish in there. It just is milk and.
It just has a little bear on it. What if it's?
Hey, it's from the Milk King. Okay, but it's like a cheese stick.
I don't.
I'm gonna try it.
I don't want it.
It tastes like a cheese stick. Like a. Well, there's a flavor there, but.
Oh no!
You like that? Oh, it's got
no! What is
in
it? There's like something in it.
I don't know what it is. Okay, well,
it has a texture. It's got a texture that is. The smell is so. We can't throw it away in the studio because I can't have the studio smell.
I have to take the trash out. Then I spit it out.
I can't have the studio smelling.
I think
like
it's the smell of it that we're having the hardest time for. But it's got a bear on it.
Okay, well the texture ain't good either. There's something in it. There's like little. Like I took a bite and you're thinking straight cheese and like what if somebody put chunks of something in your cheese?
It's mixed in. I don't know. We'll finish up with we've got a gingerbread. It's a little drink from Shrek.
It's called It's My Toy Drink.
And this is Katie.
You're not supposed to play with your food, guys.
Katie sent us this box from South Korea. So these are some of the items that are in there.
Okay.
I love the packaging on it. It's so cute.
All right,
little gingerbread guy. I think it might be just apple juice.
I think it might be apple juice.
That's kind of what I got from it. Is it good?
Thank you for that. You know?
Is it good?
Thank you for it's fine. Just drink away. You got nothing to be afraid
isn't
of.
It? That's really good. Okay.
Nothing to be afraid of at all.
Oh, rinse everything else out, you know?
And are we going to, Nikki, you can have, if you're good, I'll let you have one of my Kit Kats.
The green tea ones. Well, Katie, thank you for sending us some of the South Korean treats. We hope you had a good trip there.
You can't quite tell, but you got to see just how small the Kit Kats are in Asia. They are just... What are we doing? It's almost like they're concerned about people gaining weight and stuff. And we've been raised in a society where they're like fattening them up.
You know what, though? We can fix that problem. We just eat from the bag. Yeah, we just have all that. But Katie, again, thank you for sending us the treats from South Korea. We really appreciate having you listen.
And remember, anytime you want to see the Riot throw up, you feel free to send something in for a Riot taste test, especially if it's
you guys
whatever that thing was.
You guys are kind. You tend to not send in anything too much.
That cheese stick thing, though.
That was a no. That's a pass.
That is not okay.
That's a pass.
It's not okay.
Nikki and Obadiah. Obadiah and Nikki.
Love, hate, hate, love.
All right, everyone in, let's go!
It's the worst of the Riot on Radio U.
Getting a lot of people messaging me and texting me, asking me about the new Blade Runner movie. Jerome, Ben, Brad, Matt. They were all like, hey, what do you think of that Blade Runner 2, which was Blade Runner 2049? It must have just come out on DVD maybe this week.
Maybe.
It did. It was on Tuesday. It just came out on Tuesday.
So that's why they're asking.
That's why people are asking. Let me tell you something.
Who was the guy in it?
Hey, girl.
Oh, not Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Okay, that guy.
Yeah, he's in it. I'll tell you what I thought about it. Here's the thing. If you're seeing big posters or marquee displays at the grocery store for Blade Runner 2049, that movie's probably not for you. I'll just tell you. It's funny.
It's not for everyone.
Well, here's what I am amazed by. Warner Brothers, the studio that made it, their marketing department is amazing. They convinced the world to go see Batman v Superman. So many people don't like that movie, but that movie made so much money, and it was the marketing department that put it everywhere. They had cereal, for crying out loud. And so I feel like Warner Brothers has gotten very, very good at promoting movies, no matter whether it's a good movie or not.
Sure.
They have kind of mastered this art of, we're going to kill it in the publicity department no matter what.
Well, I think with Blade Runner, they were hoping that because it was Ryan Gosling.
Hey, girl.
And a few others, that it was kind of promoted like it wasn't a Blade Runner. Like, they don't really want you to know that there was another one, or like it was a sci-fi one.
And that's...
So a lot of people were really disappointed, had very bad word of mouth, because they're like, wait a minute. It's awfully long.
It's crazy. It's almost 3 hours long.
Very intense. Like, it's not like what I think a lot of people would have wanted to see.
I think it's a fantastic movie. I really, really liked it. But the thing I kept thinking while I was watching it is, who is this movie for? Like, this, first off...
No one that would be promoted at the grocery store or something.
Right. To watch it, you really have to have seen the first one, which is kind of like a cult classic. But remember, cult classics are that because not very many people watch them. There's like a little group of people. Or like, I don't know, a cult. That's where that phrase comes from. And yeah, it's a classic. So then you've got this movie that they're pushing literally at the checkout line of the grocery store. And like, if you pick up that movie and one, you haven't seen the first one, and two, you're not interested in a 3-hour treatise on existence,
then you're not going to like it.
What it means to have a soul, the future of AI. Like, if you're not interested in those kinds of things, you're going to be like, what the heck is this? What is this? Where's Ryan Gosling, and how come there's not more shooting?
Yeah, wasn't he the one in like The Notebook or something? Like, you were expecting something else.
It is not what you think it is. Now, again, the flip side of that is, of course, I really liked it.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm a nerd and the harbinger of failure. Like, I like stuff that other people don't like, and it doesn't make me cool. It makes me lonely. But I'll just tell you, it's probably not for you, even though I liked it.
Dan, I like your text.
What
Dan
did he
just
say?
texted. He says, slowly raise his hand to me. Like, does that mean you like it too?
Well,
you and Obi.
But see, that's what I'm saying is it's not that I didn't like it
Sure.
or whatever.
It's just not for everybody.
I'm just saying that if you're somebody that's like, man, I loved Furious 8 and it looks like it's going to be just like that.
Then we don't know what trailer you were watching.
I'm just warning you. It's not what you think it is.
I think that was one of the biggest flops for 2017 because they put a load of money into Blade Runner.
Man, Nikki and I, of course, eat and breathe the news, and like there were so many insider articles that were like, "This is gonna like
They
the
thought
box
it was
office
gonna be
is failing.
so big.
It's gonna be huge. It's gonna breathe so much money back into the box office. It's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna whatever." And Warner Brothers promoted it to pieces. And even then, I kept thinking, "Have you guys even seen Blade Runner?" Like, no, like people. So look, I'm just telling you, just because it's there at the grocery store, it might not be for you.
The Riot, turn it down. And rip the knob off. Radio U.
If you guys want to see Nikki on a motorhome, crossing the United States, having adventures, you should text and talk to us about that.
Is that
Say, yeah,
something
I want to
that
see it.
is that on the table, like an option?
Well, right now, Nikki, I am looking at a motorhome. Let's not talk about price yet. Let's not talk about
let's
price.
not start with that.
Because you know what? I hate it when people try to make everything about money. Okay?
So what makes this motorhome special?
King size bed. First off, because I know you have a California King.
I have a King.
Do you?
Yeah.
You sell the California King?
That was a long time ago.
Just throw it away?
No, I gave it away.
You gave it away?
Yeah.
Someone in California?
Yes.
Okay.
A king.
A king that
He
lives in
wanted it,
California.
yes.
It was very fitting. A completely, like, whatever kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, all the amenities. Maybe not for you, because I know you have a second pantry that you have full of just...
Could you just tell the details and not make it be about making a snarky comment about me? Please?
We're having a lifestyle discussion right now. I feel like we need to have everything
Pretty please?
included. It also has a fireplace.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, all right. All of this, plus look at those luxurious captain's chairs.
Is this an actual nice one? Like, when was this made?
Well, it's brand new.
Brand new? Okay, so that can be up to $1 million sometimes with those.
They got a 39-inch exterior TV.
Nice.
So that way, you know, when the Riot decides to take in a movie and dine under the stars.
Or if you're doing it for tailgating.
Okay, all right. What do you think you'd pay for some? Oh, look at that. It's got a king bed, a hide-a-bed. Let's see, a dresser and 32-inch TV. That's in where the king bed is.
Can I see a picture of it, or will that just ruin it because it's going to have the price on it?
Well, it is going to have the price on it. But
Maybe $200,000.
Okay, you know what? You're a little optimistic.
Am I a little low or high?
Little low.
$300,000.
$300,000.
You could have this instead of your house and just like drive everywhere.
What do you think about this? Okay,
Looks nice.
it becomes a total tax write-off. We go in halvesies. We paint the Riot logo on the side of it.
We call it work.
And you know what? We just broadcast from there. We're broadcasting from different cities all the time.
Eric's taken me to some of these RV things. I know that's a lie. Because when you look at this picture, that's with the sides. They come out on an RV sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
that's not the space you're actually getting.
That's the parked space?
That's the parked space, yes.
Well, I mean, do you
It
want
still
to...
looks good, though.
It's nice.
I guess.
I feel like you need to get out more.
I sometimes
and
get
see the
motion
world.
sickness, though, and so I don't want to go on an RV ride.
Well, no, what you'll do is you'll sit in the back where it's rocking back and forth
While I'm
constantly
looking at my
while you're
phone.
looking at your phone and watching a movie.
No, I'll be trying to take a nap. And I always wondered, are you allowed to sleep in the bed while it's driving if I put
no
a seatbelt
idea.
in the bed?
I have no idea.
Has anybody been in an RV?
I've wondered that so many times. Like, can you just sit in there and
have so
play?
much fun while I drive. And I'm like, no, because I bet I have to be buckled up.
Man, I'll tell you what, I'd get that song Convoy and that song from Smokey and the Bandit, something long way to go and a short time to get there, and I'd just play those
Play
on
them
loop
all
the
the
whole
time.
time I was driving. Probably some Maylene and Sons of Disaster put in there for
good
color.
one. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd just be it, and I would get such a trucker
Before I
hat.
sign up for this, I need to find out about what's the rules. Because I know you're supposed to have your seatbelt on, but I didn't know if there's like RV rules.
I don't
Could
know.
I be making food while we're driving or something?
Seems reasonable to me.
If I put a harness on or something like that?
Yeah, you have to be, you know what you need? Like magnetic boots.
Something.
Then your legs will just break. But it's cool, whatever. Like, it's fine.
Well, JP says you can sleep or chill while someone else drives. But do I have to be buckled?
Well, does it matter? You wouldn't be buckled in the front seat.
I still buckle up. I always buckle up. I just don't like the strap.
So that
Because
way,
it tells me what to do.
well, the nice thing about only buckling at your waist is that way
gonna
your
rip me in
legs are
half.
stopped, but then the rest of you is forced, because you're a hinge, Nikki. You're a natural hinge. Did you know that?
know that.
So we're going to put all
right,
all of that momentum in your head, which doesn't contain anything important, and we're going to slam it forward.
Okay, well, I'm going to look up on RV laws, and let's just bookmark this page, and maybe
Just
down
come
the
back to
road,
it.
maybe down the Riot Road, we'll be ready for an RV trip.
You know, you keep talking about vacation.
I'm just not acting on it, and I should be.
RV.
This was the worst of the riot, and we'd like to congratulate you on having the stomach to stick around to the very end. The riot exists because Radio U exists, and Radio U only exists because of your support. Find out more and give now at radiou.com/donate.
Existence is pain. There is nothing.